My name is Michael Carter. I'm 43 years old, and I work at a mid-sized company in the USA. My story isn't about an easy road to success. It's about how life's challenges toughen your spirit and change your destiny. I was born and raised in a small town near Chicago. My childhood wasn't carefree. After my father suddenly passed away from a heart attack, everything changed for my family. My mother, who had never worked formally before, was left alone with two sons. My older brother was luckier. He was always smarter, more focused, and my father pinned all his hopes on him, planning for him to attend a prestigious university. As for me, understanding the family's needs, I decided to put my dreams on hold and find a job. At first, I worked part time at a small local store near our house. Later, I was hired full time at a company that dealt with retail. It was a small firm, nowhere near the Forbes list, but it had a special atmosphere. People who valued hard work and mutual respect. Even with only a high school diploma, I was accepted without any coldness or judgment. The company's president was Mr. Robert Jenkins, a man who himself had started without a college degree, but had built his business through effort and determination. Robert often told us he didn't value diplomas or titles, but dedication, loyalty, and teamwork. He organized group lunches, rewarded employees with bonuses, and was always ready to support us. Thanks to that, I felt like part of something bigger, and it gave me strength and confidence. But then everything started to change. A new department head joined us, a young, ambitious woman named Elizabeth Morris. She came from New York, from an elite family, high society circles, and prestigious universities. From day one, she made her superiority clear, wearing expensive clothes, speaking condescendingly, and never hiding her disdain for employees without degrees. Her attitude was cold and harsh, especially towards those like me who had started from the bottom. To her, we were just incompetent and useless. That's when a new chapter of my life began, a fight not for promotion, but for basic respect and the chance to do my job with dignity. Elizabeth's arrival shook up the entire office. At first, she played the perfect professional, polite smiles, confident handshakes, and promises of progress. The executives were impressed, and honestly, so were many of us. We thought maybe things would get better. But it didn't take long before her true nature revealed itself. Behind closed doors, Elizabeth was a tyrant. She flattered the higher ups while treating her team like they were beneath her. Every day, she belittled those without college degrees, especially me. She made it clear she thought I was a waste of space. You only have a high school diploma? I don't need useless grads like you slowing me down, she sneered one morning as I passed her desk. Hearing that kind of insult day after day wore me down, but I kept my head down and did my best. She assigned me pointless tasks, like cleaning out storage rooms or organizing junk no one touched. Even someone like you can handle this, she said once, handing me a broom and rag, her voice dripping with sarcasm. I tried explaining I was swamped with real work, but Elizabeth refused to listen. If you can't do it now, find someone else, or wait until the year-end cleanup, I suggested meekly. She flew into a rage. Are you refusing a direct order? You'll have to start your career from scratch, she snapped, shoving the cleaning tools into my hands and standing guard to make sure I didn't run away. The office atmosphere grew tense. Everyone wondered how someone like Elizabeth, with such a nasty attitude, ended up a department head. She had fooled the interviewers with a fake smile and impressive credentials, but behind that facade was someone who didn't care about the team, only herself. Every day with Elizabeth became a test of patience and endurance. She seemed to enjoy finding new ways to make my workday miserable. Assigning me meaningless chores was only the beginning. She constantly monitored my every move, ready to criticize or accuse me of slacking off. One afternoon, she stormed into my workspace and slammed a report on my desk. Why are you just sitting here? The storage room isn't going to clean itself, she snapped. I tried to focus on my real duties, but she made it clear she didn't care. Her insults stung deeper than the tasks themselves. You're lucky to have a job here with your education, she'd say loudly enough for others to hear. It felt like being trapped in a constant barrage of disrespect. I wasn't the only one feeling her wrath. Other employees whispered behind her back, wondering how she got the position of power. Tensions in the office grew, and morale plummeted. Some even considered leaving. Despite the pressure, I refused to let her break me. I kept reminding myself that I was working hard, and one day things would change. Elizabeth thought she had all the power, but she didn't know the full story. I wasn't just any employee. Behind the scenes, I held a secret that would turn everything upside down. The company where I worked that was founded by my late father. When he passed away suddenly, he left me the majority of the company's shares, over 90%. Though I started at the bottom, my stake gave me control as a special majority shareholder. Most employees at the managerial level knew about this, but Elizabeth never bothered to ask or find out. She treated me like I was beneath her, never imagining I had the ultimate authority. This secret wasn't something I flaunted. I preferred to earn respect through hard work and dedication. But Elizabeth's arrogance and disrespect pushed me to reveal the truth in the most unexpected way. The day of the shareholders' meeting arrived, and I was there as instructed. Elizabeth saw me and immediately confronted me, her voice dripping with disbelief and contempt. "What are you doing here? This meeting is for executives and insiders only," she spat, trying to shove me out. I remained calm and intrepid. I was told to attend. Just as the tension reached its peak, the company president arrived. Elizabeth, trying to cover up her discomfort, introduced me as a low-level employee trying to sneak in. But the president's expression darkened as he said, "Michael Carter holds over 90% of the company's shares. Of course, he has every right to be here." Elizabeth's face went pale. She trembled and stumbled backward, clearly stunned by the revelation. For the first time, the true power dynamics of the company became crystal clear, and Elizabeth realized she had underestimated me in the worst way possible. Elizabeth tried to regain her composure, but the president's eyes bore into her with quiet fury. "You have made yourself disliked from the moment you joined," he said firmly, looking down on employees based on their education, assigning pointless tasks, and creating a toxic atmosphere. "These are not qualities we tolerate." She stammered excuses, claiming she was strict to train the team, but the president was not convinced. "Enough. You're neither an executive nor a shareholder. You don't belong at the shareholders' meeting." Elizabeth protested, insisting she was essential to the company, but the president gave a final order. "Leave now. I will speak with you tomorrow." Watching the usually gentle president show such anger was surprising for all of us. It was clear Elizabeth had crossed a line. After the meeting, as I was leaving, Elizabeth caught up with me outside. She was breathless, her usual confidence replaced by desperation. "Michael, please," she said, bowing her head deeply. "I'm sorry for everything. Could you say something kind about me to the president? I don't want to lose my job." I saw through her plea. It wasn't remorse. It was a desperate attempt to save herself. "I won't do that," I said firmly, stepping around her. She blocked my way, bowing repeatedly, drawing unwanted attention from passers-by. Children giggled at her odd behavior, finally making her realize how foolish she looked. Without another word, she fled, tripping spectacularly as she went. The next day, she arrived at work with a bandaged leg, explaining she had injured herself in the fall. But she never apologized again, only complained about the pain as we headed to meet with the president. We entered the president's office together, and his stern gaze settled on Elizabeth immediately. Her complaints vanished as she straightened up, putting on a polite facade. "It's too late to fix your attitude," the president said coldly. "Your punishment has been decided." "Punishment?" Elizabeth's face drained of color. "You are dismissed for misconduct," he continued. "We no longer need you in this company." She protested, insisting she was strict to help her team grow, but the president wasn't fooled. He pulled out a voice recorder. "This contains your abusive remark," he said, pressing play. Her own voice echoed through the room. Insults, demeaning comments about education, harsh criticisms. Elizabeth paled, unable to deny what she'd said. "There's more," the president added. "You've also caused trouble for our clients." He presented evidence of a damaging email sent from her computer. Faced with irrefutable proof, Elizabeth finally admitted her guilt. The president then showed us security footage. Elizabeth caught sneaking around the office, searching through employees' belongings. Her expression shifted from remorse to panic. "I shouldn't be on camera," she stammered, but the evidence was clear. Recent thefts had plagued the office, and the new cameras were installed to catch the culprit. As a department head, Elizabeth's actions were shocking. When pressed, she confessed, mounting debts from luxury purchases had driven her to steal from coworkers. "I sold some items," she said tearfully, "but they were damaged and brought little money." Despite her excuses, the decision was firm. Elizabeth's behavior was unacceptable. Later, the company involved law enforcement, and she faced criminal charges. After it was discovered, she had stolen from donation boxes as well. After all the turmoil, I spent my final year learning from Mr. Jenkins as his assistant before finally stepping into the role of company president. My goal has always been clear: to create a workplace where performance and dedication matter more than diplomas or background. My younger brother, who graduated from college, now serves as my executive vice president and is an invaluable partner in leading the company forward. Together, we focus on building a positive environment that respects every employee and values their contribution. Elizabeth's story is a harsh reminder that arrogance and disrespect only lead to downfall, but it also taught me that true leadership is about humility, hard work, and earning trust, no matter where you start in life. I look forward to continuing this journey with my team, honoring my father's legacy, and making this company a place where everyone can thrive.